Hi everyone, Bob Laliberte, Principal Analyst for theCUBE Research, and I wanted to spend a few moments and talk to you about the NaaS market, so networking as a service. It's a really interesting space, and we've seen a lot of changes and there's a lot of variations in it. And essentially, what we're looking at is the networking as a service for the campus environment, maybe the branch environment, but basically that wired wireless space. And it's really interesting and intriguing to see how different organizations are actually, I guess, deciding what NaaS is. And this is a really important topic. So if you were at all interested in networking as a service, the very first thing you need to do is understand what that means. And what I mean by that is NaaS offerings range anywhere from a fully managed service to the ability to consume the infrastructure as a service, but you still fully manage it. So that's the first thing I would really advocate for you is if you're thinking about NaaS, if you're thinking about, hey, I'm trying to keep up with this campus environment changes from Wi-Fi 6, 6E, 7, what's going on there. And you'd rather not have to deal with the complexity of going through those upgrades and changes and figuring out how to manage it. Because ultimately, this campus environment is what's delivering that experience to your users, your guests, right? People who are in the office. And so, because that's becoming so much more important with return to the office initiatives, it's really critical that organizations get this right so that they can retain their employees and deliver great experiences. So, if you're like most organizations, understaffed and trying to figure out how you're going to be able to upgrade your campus environment and be able to do so, especially if the economy being tight, you don't have the capital expense, you've got that opportunity to take that campus networking environment and put it into an operational expense and have a range of opportunities and range of offerings that you can choose from depending on what level of control you want to have over that network environment. So like I said, you can range anywhere from I just want the network infrastructure and I'll deliver that as a service and I'll manage it myself, or you can go to co-managed environments, or you can go to fully managed environments, all that are under that auspice. Another key area that you should be thinking about when you're talking about NaaS is understand, again, what that environment was designed for. Was it designed by network engineers? Was it designed for that company to offer it as a managed service or for a third party to offer it as a managed service? Or is it simply a network vendor who's giving you the opportunity to have that infrastructure in place over a certain period of time? Another critical factor is looking at it and trying to determine how many upgrades are you able to get over that period of time that you have this service for. So that's always going to be critical as the technology continues to evolve and we see it evolving faster and faster. Those are all things that you want to check out, as well as if it's managed, right? Any kind of SLAs, SLOs that are being offered by those providers. Um, some of the interesting trends that we're starting to see in this managed network as a service space, especially in the campus, one of them is that we're starting to see more and more involvement by the telcos. They're very interested by this and they're looking to go deeper and extend. This may be more the case if you're in the branch office. And so it's part of their WAN service and they want to be able to extend and remove the burden of you having to manage those remote facilities, letting the telco do that for you. Another interesting trend that we picked up on is the security convergence. So this started with a lot of the SASE, secure access service edge that's going on. So the SD-WAN and a lot of the multiple security functions that are happening that are driving convergence of the security and networking. And we're also seeing it in the shift from legacy VPNs and so forth to ZTNA, zero trust network access. So more and more increasingly, we're seeing that convergence of networking and security. So that's another big piece that you should be asking about if you're getting some type of a service. Is there an opportunity to be able to leverage some of these security services as well to drive greater operational efficiencies and potentially even cost reductions if it's all coming from the same vendor? And then I think when I think about this space and I think about it going forward, I would be thinking about how this enables you, and what you should be thinking about is how delivering or getting a network as a service offering into your campus environment is going to enable you to potentially work more effectively and efficiently on some of the big transformational projects that you have in place rather than keeping the day-to-day lights on in those campus environments. So if you've got the ability to leverage a network as a service offering that will free up your core resources to be able to deliver on really high value digital transformation efforts while ensuring that you're still delivering the best possible experiences, then I think that's really going to be something that organizations will be looking at, figuring out how to consume those services, and I think also look to be able to potentially scale those offerings. Right? We know that from an operational efficiency perspective, Organizations definitely want to have that unified management for wired and wireless, sometimes even into SD-WAN. So again, it provides an opportunity for those providers to extend those services beyond the campus and branch and into other areas as well.
Welcome to 2030, where network as a service has revolutionized the way we do business. With NaaS, businesses can scale their network on demand, ensuring they always have the speed and capacity needed without hefty upfront costs. Gone are the days of managing cumbersome and disjointed network hardware. Everything is built to work together and transparently managed behind the scenes. From retail to manufacturing, businesses enjoy enhanced connectivity that allows them to serve customers faster and innovate continuously. Scaling has never been easier, leading to higher productivity and cost efficiency. With built-in advanced security features, automatic updates, and AI management, network as a service is the backbone of business operations. Which networking companies led the transition? What's common in their success strategies? Join our 2024 NaaS showcases and download our reports.